Dealing with dates and times in database-related applications can be a real pain. Well, even without a database, you can still run into some problems. You have potentially display issues, and how do I use them in a query, for instance. So different regions have different formatting, so whether you have a month first, the year first, or the day first. These are some of the issues you will encounter. So what we're going to do here, have a look at some of these things. So what we'll do first of all is run the video, run the program, and you can see here that another day's done, and writing demo. And we can save that to the database, and a row's been added in. So what we have basically in this program here, think of it as a very boring diary. You got a date time value, some notes you can put into here. You can put a feeling in here as well, and they get saved into the database, and life goes on. And also, if you do look in the grid here, you will see the current time displays the date only, when up here we have both a date and a time. Now I'm not going to discuss in detail how different databases would like you to format a date time type field, and we can just say perhaps the easiest way to get around all of these issues, as far as using them in a query, shall we say, whether that's an insert statement or a select statement, is to use parameters. So basically what that would look like, so when basically we come into the form show, we're going to run a query which will look at entries from the last 2 days only, and to do that we are using, for lack of a better word, we're going to look for records in our diary where the current time is, let's say, greater than or after sometime, and sometime we're going to say is this time 2 days ago. Now what we can do then is to say here, we're going to set the parameter as a date time using a date time type, and that gets around, let's say, our particular problems. Now if I were to just say looking for records which were coming after now, then my grid should be empty. And you can see that here. So by using a parameter or parameterized query here, we can easily deal with dates in there. And similarly, when we go to insert a record, that's down here, we are going to put into the current time field the current time, and the current time is going to be this value here from local time, and my local time is the value from the date time picker. Again here, I'm using the appropriate type for the field for the variable which the value gets stored in. So the feeling comes from the score tracking bar. The memo is a string. The date time picker has a date time, so that is a date time. So an easy way to use date and time values in queries. So the next trick is, well, how do I display that date? When you are running a query, you can, or what I'm doing here at least, is you getting the field from the result set and setting the OnGetText method to point to or to reference a function called display date time value. And here is what this function looks like. Basically, it will check whether, now the sender by the way is a T field value or T field type, and it will return a text value, and we also have a display text parameter here as well. So what I'm basically saying here is that if the sender doesn't have a value, then I'm going to make it return an empty string. And in this case here, otherwise I'm going to use the format datetime function, and here is the format that I'll use, and here is the value that I'm using to be formatted. So and you can see here that it is month, day and year. So I could put here, shall we say, let's change this up a bit, and we're going to make them let's say year, month and day in that format. We will run this program again, and you can see it is year, month, day. So whatever I can use as as a specifier in the format date time function, I can use to format that value which gets displayed in the grid. And the other benefit is then if you have that particular field or displayed elsewhere in the application, you can ensure consistency in the how something is actually displayed. So these are two ways to handle the handle date and time fields in the display and in your queries. And with these, hopefully your programming journey in modern Pascal will be a lot easier. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you like this, want to keep up to date with what's happening, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.